Guys, it's your girl Tina. I want to go ahead and shout out Janaea Page and several other people who sent me this crazy video. This video has been causing so much controversy this week. It took place in Omaha, Nebraska. So what happened is that a bunch of local hood boogers decided to record this little boy going off, cursing, spitting his lick, telling folks what hood he's from and everything else. They decided to record this young boy and then post his video up onto the internet. So once this video was on the internet, the police department took the video off of Facebook, they posted it on their own site, and they basically called it the Thug Cycle. So once they did that, it caused a lot of controversy. A lot of folks were blaming the police. They were accusing the police of racism. I even had to block a chick on my Facebook page who claimed that I didn't see the big picture. First of all, ma'am, I did see the big picture, okay? Anybody who is somewhat conscious is aware that the police department put it up there because the baby was black. And had this been a white baby or a little meth head baby in some type of meth environment, they probably would not have been so quick to post that video up there as well. So I understand all the racial aspects behind them posting that video, but the point is, if this young boy's own black family members had no problem posting the video of their 2-year-old nephew, son, little cousin, or whatever he is to the people who posted the video, why the hell would they think that the damn white police officers or the white police department would give two shits about the little boy? If they didn't care about the little boy's well-being, they had no problem posting this video on the internet looking for attention and validation. Why should anybody else care? First of all, when you post something on the internet, you never know what's going to go viral. All you do is you post it, it may or may not take off, or it may take off. And now this family's upset and they're embarrassed because this video took off. Well, you know what? Maybe y'all shouldn't have been recording this little boy cursing. I don't understand why everybody's so shocked. Maybe because I grew up in this environment. This is stuff I've seen. I've seen 2-year-olds be able to tell you more about their damn gang than grown men who claim to gangbang. Okay? Why? Because 9 times out of 10 they have young, ratchet-ass parents who don't know how to raise their kids, who don't know any better. No one has taught them how to raise their child. So in return, the cycle just continues to... This whole situation is a damn mess. I'm going to go ahead and post you guys this first video. This is the video of the little boy that caused all the controversy on the internet.
You a you throwing the fit right now, little you. You.
Put that off.
You ain't talking that now. You too.
Say suck my.
That's why you can't fight.
Say you a.
So where's he from, blood?
Say from Deuce 9.
What hood you from?
Something's different.
16. He said he was 16.
Say my name 3 times. You a hoe. What's up then? Post for the camera, dude. Say I'm thugging it with my diaper on. Say I'm thugging with my diaper on. Too long of a sentence.
Put that chair up, Daddy.
Say I need some today. I'm throwing the fit right now.
You can't put it back here.
Say you.
They gonna give a hoe.
So you guys just saw the video, and like I said, that video is a damn shame. But folks are more upset at the police department as opposed to the family members who recorded that child doing that nonsense and then posted on the internet for all to see. And then if that's not bad enough, the comments that were left underneath the video. I think only one person even showed any type of concern. Everybody else thought it was funny. Everybody else thought it was cute. But now it's not so cute now that this has made CNN, H&L News, Fox News. And folks are once again running with this and using this as an example for the black family. Okay, so in another video that I have, the 16-year-old mother, she decides to come on and speak to the media. And she wants to tell her side of the story. So I'm going to go ahead and play you guys this news clip right now. And I'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
Thousands watch video of her diaper-clad son online, posted by the Omaha Police Union. Tonight, she tells us her 2-year-old is not a thug.
I'm a little upset about the video and how it got posted on Facebook, but I'm okay.
Tonight's big story is a KETV News Watch 7 exclusive. Good evening, I'm Rob McCartney.
I'm Brandy Peterson. Child Protective Services took both 16-year-old Anisha Devers and her son into protective custody, fearing for their safety.
Her little boy's been in the news before, grazed by a bullet back in October. Tonight, his mother wants you to know that she is a good mom, not raising another gang member. KETV News Watch 7's Dave Roberts joins us live.
Anisha Devers wants to set the record straight. She says she did not film the video, which shows her son being encouraged to curse and fight. She says she didn't post it, and she's mad at a friend of the family that did.
They weren't worried about the video because he had a clean diaper, the house was clean, and like they said, kids cuss. Every kid does it, so.
Anisha Devers' toddler said a lot. When two adults, a man and a woman, blasted obscenities and racial slurs at her child, he didn't hesitate with the crude comeback.
He's a smart little boy, and all the cussing he did, he doesn't do that. And I let somebody, the person that told him to do that, my son doesn't cuss like that. I don't allow it.
The 16-year-old mom says a friend of her brother filmed the video while she was in another room.
He was wrong for doing it, for posting the video up, and got us in this situation. That video was not, it wasn't me, it was a person that came in my house and recorded it. So for everybody that's thinking I'm a bad mother, I'm not. I'm a good mother to my son, and I teach him a lot, and he's very smart.
On Wednesday, Child Protective Services placed both Devers and her son in protective custody. It's not the first time the state stepped in. In June, the Department of Health and Human Services started monitoring the family in response to a neglect case. 4 months later, someone shot up Devers' home. We were there. One of the bullets grazed the foot of Devers' 2-year-old boy. After the October drive-by, the family moved here with her mother, Kim Devers, at 2715 Saratoga Street. On December 16th, police raided a party at their home, searching for a shooting suspect. Our cameras rolled as police took 15 people into custody. Officers ended up arresting Devers' mother on weapons-related charges after finding 5 guns in the house. Now, after a viral video, the state will relocate the family again.
They didn't come because of the video. They really came because of the gang violence and everything that happened with us.
Currently, Devers is not living with her son, but gets to see him. And she hopes what people see online doesn't haunt her family forever.
It hurts.
Devers and her child are 2 of 4 children placed into protective custody. CBS also removed her sister's 2 children. Devers finds out Monday if she and her son can be placed in the same foster home. Back to you.
Okay, so you guys just saw the news clip, and there's just so much wrong with that picture. You know, this whole situation is just sad. First of all, I'm going to say this to the family. That family needs to realize that they're being watched and they're being monitored. Folks say they can post any and everything on Facebook and no one will ever see it. A lot of folks are being monitored and followed on Facebook by the police department. You can't tell me that when that little boy was shot back in October and then a few months later their house was raided, you can't tell me that the police department has not been watching these family members. The mother done been caught with guns. They're accused of being gangbangers and everything else. The police are watching this family. When that boy initially posted the video on his Facebook page, the video only had a few amount of hits, only a few amount of comments. But then that quick, in that short amount of time, the police department took that video and posted it onto their website. How would they even know that the video was there had the police not been watching this family in the first place? So the family needs to get into their head that they are being watched by their local police department, and they need to straighten the fuck out. Another thing that bothered me with this video is this young girl. First of all, she was 14 when she had this child, okay? So coming from a young mom myself and coming from a girl who was a teen mom herself, she needs to grow up and take personal responsibility. That video just pissed me off. She took no personal responsibility. Not one time did I hear her saying, you know what, yes, I was in the household. I apologize. I should have been there watching my child. Everything was an excuse. Kids curse. His diaper was clean. My house was clean. So because you chose to change his diaper before he started that cursing tirade, that makes you a fit mother? So because your house is clean, that makes the situation okay? How about humbling yourself a bit and apologizing on the news instead of coming off as being defiant and arrogant? You know, I just find it funny that when parents are in the wrong, they never want to take responsibility for being in the wrong. When parents fuck up, they never want to take responsibility for that. But if this little boy was on national television singing his ABCs and everything else, parents love praise and they love accolades. But once they kids fuck up, you can't tell them nothing. Now she's on the news with this big ass shit on her face, blurred out. She don't want nobody to know her name. She don't want nobody to see her face. Why? Why are you embarrassed now? Back in October when you was talking to the news, you was damn near gloating about being shot. Her and her mama, Kim Devers, were on the news basically talking about the whole situation. They weren't embarrassed then. They weren't worried about retaliation then. They weren't worried about gangbangers coming back to kill them then. But then once you fuck up and you sit here and you put your child in a messed up situation, now you want your picture blocked, now you want to act like you a teenager, now you want to consider yourself a juvenile. You can't have it both ways. That's why I'm glad I'm a vlogger and not a news correspondent, because I call out bullshit 24/7. So if y'all want to see what this young girl looks like and what her name is, I'm going to go ahead and play you guys her video from back in October when her and her 2-year-old son were shot. This is a damn shame. Go ahead and check this out.
Exclusive new details. Kelly?
Jen, this family is still stunned at what happened. A gunman fired nearly 10 shots at their home, leaving them scrambling to get out of harm's way.
It just felt like something real hot just hit me. And after that, I didn't know what was going on.
Home is not a safe place for the Devers family. 16-year-old Anisha, again holding her 2-year-old son, Demarion.
Say hi.
After both were hit with bullets late Wednesday night.
And I had them in my arms, but when I felt that my arm got hit, I just dropped them, and then I just blacked out.
They say the gunman just knocked on the front door.
She said, "Who is it?" And whoever's at the door said their name, and then she unlocked the door.
Then blasted at least 5 shots into it. Bullets also went through a bedroom window.
It just shocked me. My house of all houses. All I do is work, my kids go to school, and we be here at home.
Kim Devers says her 19-year-old daughter was also hurt. As the family returned home Thursday, she stayed in the hospital.
We just panicked and hit the floor. All of us did, and ran towards the kitchen.
The bullet holes go far back into the dining room this family has called home just a month. Devers believes it's no longer safe, and it won't be home for long.
I'm going to be looking for somewhere else to live. I'm not going to continue to live here. That's what I'm not going to do.
Kim Devers says none of the family's injuries are life-threatening. She says she doesn't have any idea who could have committed the crime. The investigation continues
so you guys
tonight.
just watched the video. This whole situation is a mess. The mother looks like she's no older than 36, 37 years old. So she obviously had her daughter young. The daughter had the baby at 14. This 2-year-old has been in more gang violence than most of these keyboard killers, these mob pad mobsters, these damn cyber gang bangers. This little boy has been in a shootout. He's been grazed by a bullet. He can spit his lick. He knows what hood he's from, what gang he's in. This is a damn shame. All this at 2. And a lot of folks are mad at this 16-year-old girl, but you know what? I can't even be mad at her. How a lot of folks are living in the hood. This is just normal. I've seen this before. I know a girl who had a baby at 14, and guess what? Her son just had a baby, and she's on Facebook with her son, her grandbaby, and everything else, bragging, skinning, and grinning, and she ain't but 34 years old. You know, so this is just becoming the norm. Younger parents, even younger grandparents, great-grandma ain't but in her early 50s. Nobody's left in this girl's life to show her the ropes, to show her how to be a decent mother. You know what I'm saying? If her own mother is getting popped for gangbanging and, you know, selling dope and having guns in her house, of course, what example does this young girl have to look up to? Who does this young girl have to look up to as an example or as a role model? This is just a never-ending cycle. This whole situation is just sad. You got the little brother out here gang banging, recording his nephew. You got the girl playing crazy. She don't want to take no personal responsibility. Now you had the grandmother out here. She ain't got shit to say. But when their house was shot up, they were all speaking on the shit. You would think that they wouldn't have even wanted to be featured on the news for safety reasons. So you mean to me they had no problems blasting about their house getting shot up and, you know, talking about it and damn near gloating about the situation. But then when it comes to her being shamed by the internet, now all of a sudden she wants her picture pixelated? Like I said, you can't have it both ways. You can't be grown in one aspect, but then another aspect you want to be a juvenile. I don't know what else to say about this situation. You know, like I said, a lot of folks want to blame the police department, but the police department does not have this grandmother out here gangbanging, having guns in her house around her children, her grandchildren. The police department did not get this 14-year-old girl pregnant at 14. The police department is not teaching them how to raise their child. This is a family issue. This is a generational issue. Folks need to look deeper at the big picture. It's not so much what the police department did. It's the fact that this family is screwed up and they need to figure something out before it's too late. Because if this boy's doing all this banging now at the tender age of 2, imagine when he's 16. Kids are like sponges. They're going to soak up everything, good or bad. So as a young mother, Anisha, you have to try your damnedest to raise your child right. And this is coming from another young mother. You have to try your hardest because from the time you have your child, folks are going to tell you that you're not going to be shit and your kids aren't going to be shit. But you have to turn that around. You can't sit there and let other family members influence your son to do wrong. It's not okay. It's not okay for your son to be out here cursing and spitting his lick at the age of 2. Nothing about that video was cute. Nothing about that video was funny. If anything, your family members, your brothers, and everybody else should want the best for their nephew. These people need to wake up and realize that they are being watched and followed by the police, and they need to stop posting fuckery on the internet, get themselves together, raise this child the right way, and move on with their lives. This situation is just sad as hell. Anyways, go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire ratchet ass situation. All right, deuces.